We were told the church would always grow, that numbers meant strength, that influence meant success. But in 1969, a quiet priest named Joseph Ratzinger saw something different. He said the future church would not be large, but small, stripped, purified, rebuilt by fire. He wasn't describing the collapse of Catholicism. He was describing its resurrection. Ratzinger said, "From the crisis of today, the church of tomorrow will emerge, a church that has lost much and must begin again." He warned that the church would lose her power, her buildings, her social respect, and stand alone in a world that no longer believes in anything. This wasn't pessimism. This was prophecy, and it's unfolding right now. In the late 1960s, society was unraveling. Revolutions, riots, moral confusion. The same storm we're drowning in today. Ratzinger watched a world obsessed with noise, pleasure, and political idols, and he saw the soul of the church drifting toward the same emptiness. Then he spoke the sentence the world ignored. She will become small. She will lose her privileges, and she will be seen only as a voluntary society, entered by free decision. He foresaw a future where only those who truly believe would remain. This is the part no one wants to face. Ratzinger said the church would pass through a great sifting, a purification so deep it would feel like abandonment. He said, "The real crisis has scarcely begun. We must count on terrific upheavals. Churches closing, faith mocked, families fractured, a generation unable to hear God because the world is too loud." He warned of a humanity that would become unspeakably lonely in a totally planned world. A world exactly like ours, hyper-connected yet spiritually hollow, full of information, empty of truth. But then his vision shifts, because God always rebuilds with ruins. Ratzinger said the future of the church would come from saints, not celebrities, not institutions, not committees. Saints, hidden souls, the faithful remnant. He said, the future of the church will be reshaped by men whose lives embrace a wider reality. Not many, not famous, but holy. The seed becomes a tree only after it disappears beneath the soil. So will the church. After the collapse, after the purification, after the world grows tired of its own illusions, Ratzinger said a new church will rise, more spiritual, more humble, more authentic. A church that no longer leans on power, but radiates holiness. A church the lonely world will finally recognize as home. And he said, people will discover the little flock of believers as something wholly new, a hope they have always been searching for. This prophecy is no longer future. It is now. Your generation is the one standing at the fault line. So the question is no longer, what will happen to the church? The question is, When the church becomes a remnant, will you remain? When the world grows darker, will you still kneel before the Eucharist? When the crowd walks away, will you stay with Christ? The church will become small, but God has never needed crowds. He has always chosen the faithful few. When the last light fades, will you be the flame